to the woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Michigan State Spartans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And he's going to try to return this one. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Michigan State's offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. The Spartans will punt it away on 4th down. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. The Hawkeyes offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the...
Turning it on! He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact, so it's over.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawkeye! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Well, we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Works the middle of the field. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Play action on first down. Finds his man. It's Reese. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Looking downfield on first down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Spartans decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. The give to the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Might be looking to run. Lets it fly. Finds a man on the right. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. And after that strong play on 1st down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Iowa!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. The play action fake.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On the move, it's Hendricks. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. That's the end of the quarter, and Iowa is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the 1st period as we look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. The Spartans will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
The sure hands, it's Moon. On the move at the 30. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a 1st down for this offense. Scanning the field, it's Osborne. snagged in the middle. It's Jefferson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Going to sling it on second down. Got his man on the right. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Hawkeyes are flying down the field. Wide receiver going in motion. Going to look downfield again. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Hawkeyes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on third down. Fires to the middle. And that third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete. And they decide to try out the kicker. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
The option look. Now the toss. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Perkins. It's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they turn it into a defensive score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Cal is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Aaron Rodgers should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kennesaw State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. To the air on 2nd down. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He's got it down the right side. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. And the Spartans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rushes on him. He'll pull it down. Breaks into the open. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. The Spartans line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. The offense changing the play. Back to throw, it's Osborne. He unleashes a long one. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. He'll set up to throw. Quarterback moving. He'll take another shot here. Wide out trying to get it in. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the gun. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Iowa.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And he makes the extra point.
Michigan State 3.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll move the tight end. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Just enough time to get off one more snap. He'll keep it himself. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing.
And the Spartans will boot it away to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Back to throw, it's Osborne. Gets rid of it. It's complete to the right. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's moved. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Quarterback extends the play. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Takes a hit as he fired.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Less than a yard to go for a 1st down, and the offense will remain on the field. Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. On the run, it's Hendricks. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Fires to the tight end. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Spartans will call on their punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Looking down the middle. With the catch, it's Moon. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up and try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right, and I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Get to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
And the Hawkeyes come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Osborne. He's got his man. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The Hawkeyes looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Here's the handoff. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gives it on the option. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today, and I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating them time and time again.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They'll go to the ground. He gets it all the way out to the 19-yard line. They pick up a 6.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Iowa! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd.
Michigan State 3.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Leaves it with the back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for room. It's Perkins. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
And first down for the offense.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. And the Spartans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Perkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. They want to throw it. A little screen to the running back. There he goes. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The give from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Looking to the big tight end. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The Spartans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Iowa has the ball back on offense. The give and tick, 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 tick. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They'll leave it with him. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hawkeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout, and in all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. The Hawkeyes have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, running back gets to give.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Direct snap. Starting to feel a little pressure. Fires to the right. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
There's not a quarterback in college football that's not going to be successful with that much time to throw the football. And I think, Reese, I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next room, and he doesn't sound happy. No words that we could use on this broadcast.
And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
52, Michigan State 3.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late?
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going